The Battle of Trafalgar was a major naval battle fought on October 21, 1805. It took place off the coast of Cape Trafalgar in southwestern Spain. This battle was a key part of the Napoleonic Wars, a series of conflicts that ravaged Europe for over a decade. Napoleon Bonaparte, the Emperor of France, sought to dominate the continent. His ambition put him at odds with Great Britain, a powerful island nation. The conflict between France and Great Britain was primarily a naval one. Control of the seas was essential for both nations. France needed to secure a passage for its invasion force to reach England. Britain, on the other hand, relied on its navy to protect its shores and maintain its global empire. The stakes were incredibly high for both sides at Trafalgar. A French victory could have paved the way for a successful invasion of England. A British victory would solidify their naval dominance and deal a major blow to Napoleon's ambitions. The Battle of Trafalgar pitted two of the era's most skilled naval commanders against each other. Admiral Horatio Nelson led the British fleet. Nelson was already a legend in his own time. He had a string of naval victories to his name. He was known for his tactical brilliance and his daring leadership. Facing Nelson was French Admiral Pierre-Charles Villeneuve. Villeneuve was a capable commander, but he was burdened by a lack of resources and the constant fear of Napoleon's wrath. He was also acutely aware of Nelson's reputation, which added to the pressure he was under. The contrast between the two admirals was significant. Nelson was confident, aggressive, and willing to take risks. Villeneuve was more cautious and hesitant, often hampered by doubts and indecision. This difference in personality and approach would play a crucial role in the outcome of the battle. The months leading up to Trafalgar were marked by a series of naval maneuvers. Both sides were trying to gain a strategic advantage. Napoleon ordered Villeneuve to lure Nelson's fleet into the Mediterranean. The French hoped to weaken the British fleet and clear the way for their invasion. Nelson, however, was not easily fooled. He correctly anticipated Villeneuve's movements and pursued the Franco-Spanish fleet across the Atlantic. The chase culminated off the coast of Spain, near Cape Trafalgar. There, the two fleets finally met in a confrontation that would decide the fate of nations. The stage was set for a clash of titans. The tension was palpable as the two fleets prepared for the fight of their lives. The fate of Europe hung in the balance, and both sides knew that the stakes could not be higher. The battle raged for hours. The sound of cannons was deafening. The sea was littered with wreckage and the bodies of the dead. British gunnery proved superior, and the Franco-Spanish fleet began to crumble under the relentless assault. One by one, enemy ships were captured or sunk. Tragically, amidst the chaos of battle, Admiral Nelson was fatally wounded. A French musket ball struck him in the shoulder, lodging in his spine. He was carried below deck, where he died a few hours later, but not before learning of his fleet's decisive victory. The Battle of Trafalgar was a resounding victory for the British. They captured or destroyed more than 20 enemy ships. The Franco-Spanish fleet was shattered, its power broken. Trafalgar secured British naval supremacy for a century. It marked the end of Napoleon's hopes of invading England.